I'm Keith Williams with Amcalls. I want to tell you about my products and the petrified wood that I work with, and it's I call it the best kept secret in the turkey industry right now. The petrified wood is very hard, and it's way harder than slate, and it's got a lot of good properties. It's if you handle it, it's not near as sensitive as slate. You can have it in your bag or even in your pocket, and a little bit of fuzz or a little bit of touch by the hand won't throw it off. And when you hear it here in just a second, you're going to know. You'll obviously you can't deny the sound, and your ear will tell you that it's definitely got a different sound. When I cut this petrified wood, it has a grain in it, and the grain stays in there. So when you get back on your call, it's not like you have to really sand it perfectly to get it back near where it was when you started. That grain stays in it, and all you have to do is just sand it with the grain, and it's right back pretty much almost exactly where it was when you were practicing with it. Now, one of the best qualities about this petrified wood, and I sure don't want to leave this out, is that the water factor. You know, with slate, if it gets very much wet, you can be done for the day. Now with this petrified wood, it dries so fast, it's just incredible. You can literally drop it in the pond and fish it out right quick, and it'll dry in 10 minutes. And a lot of guys that are going out and hunting, and I had a guy in particular from Alabama, and he hunted the year before, and it rained all day, and he told me he called in 5 mature birds, and he got one, and his 2 boys missed 2 birds apiece, and there were only 5 birds killed in the county that day. So that gives you an idea of just how durable this petrified wood is. Now I'm going to go through these calls that I've got right here, just a little bit of calling, and you'll be able to hear the difference, obviously, between the petrified wood and the slate. And it's not hard, you know, your ear's going to tell you. Okay, here's my slate call. Okay, here's the exact same call with petrified wood. Whoops, that didn't sound good. All right, here we go. Petrified wood's it's great to purr with because of the little bitty ridges in there, and it's got this little raspy sound. It's just got a sound all its own. Now here's another call that I just designed a couple of months ago, and I was in Florida this past weekend, and this call was really a big hit. Now I've got one in slate and petrified wood, and I want you to hear the difference between the two. Alright, here we go. It's obvious you can hear the difference between the two, and you know the bird can hear the difference. Now there is one more thing I want to add about this petrified wood. It's easy to learn how to call on because you don't have to apply tons of pressure to get it to yelp. I just hold firm pressure and travel. And the roughness of that, you know, and then as you go on into your yelp, you can kind of slow down a little bit or whatever, and you catch yourself really realizing how easy it is because you don't have to apply a lot of pressure. Let me just, I want you to watch my hands real close, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm putting the exact same pressure, and I'm just traveling and then slowing down to complete my yelp. See, that's a real good yelp. I've had some, you know, 12 and 13-year-old young people going out, and they're getting their own bird, and that's from a call maker. That's real special. I mean, that's something when the 13-year-olds come up, or 14. You know, that's about the age a lot of the young people start hunting on their own now, or maybe with some supervision, but they get to call on their own, and that's from my standpoint, that's fantastic when that happens.